Now, I've done a few things off camera. Oh, that's a bit juddery. First time I've seen that. Yeah, I've done a few things off camera, little things that I've meant to try for a while, but nothing that's going to change the character of what we've got here. But I thought, and I've got it on 0.5 for a reason. We're still getting things. Yeah, I thought I'd finished, and then I came and thought, you'd got seeds in the 7 gardens, and you'd got manure, and you'd got water. Now they were internally, they were in there, so that is not a cost that I should bear. I have at present though, because it's really juddery. Yeah, I thought I've got to bring this across. I'll shelf the manure, and also the same seeds that were about probably 10 tons, I think, maybe more in that. Maybe follow me. That's pausing this. Yeah, we're going to need this, but why did I switch that off? I need to grab him to grab this header off. My bad. Yeah, there's a lot of little jobs I've got to do, but there's a lot of work in this session, truthfully. Oh, that is bad. I don't know why all of a sudden it's gone juddery. No, it's still slightly juddery. Yeah, I have got another graphics card, but that's on my desktop, and I've still not quite set it all up. It's a brand new build. I had to modify my case and all sorts of things. I've had fun games. I've enjoyed it. I love actually building PCs. Yeah, but yeah, it means I've got to use my laptop. Oh, is this got DLSS on? Is that why I'm a bit juddery? Yeah, so we've got a few things. I should show you what I've done, and this did come directly out of my funds. Wanted to do the object storage for a long time. This is the little one, which does between 10 and 18 objects. I think this will help me to be a bit more tidy, because we're going to store the bags and that on it. That's what it's designed for. Yeah. So see, actually that is what it's for. It's for seed, solid fertilizer and lime. Now the other thing I am going to say is I looked in editing at the screenshot that I did of the stock time-saving stock check, and it did have lime on, but the lime hadn't got a sell point, so it was something like 24 tons of lime. Now it is inexpensive, and so far I've bought that myself, so I'm not worried about that. But I do need this. Let's get this header off and let's get up to the shop. I will sort the judder now. I'm hoping that my new now we're going to need to unstrap that. Yeah, it's really juddery. I don't know what that is about. Perhaps DLSS's. No, because that's on my desktop. This should be as good as it ever has been. You know, this juddering before. Yeah, so this is sort of still gathering together. I thought I didn't want to keep not including yourselves and show you what's cracking on, so I thought, no, let's just bring you in and sort of do the second session of it just the tidying up, really. And it is just tidying up. There's just a few bits and bobs that you forget that you had, or you forget was important, and then you think, oh yeah, but that did have this. And yeah, it's when you start. The other thing is the Overtana water points for the exotic gardens. There was one of those. There was one also at our production. The soap one, we had one there. These were all things that we did actually pay for, and aren't a cost that we should bear again because we did before. And it does add up. Yeah, and obviously that is. Yeah, I mean, we actually did invest in those ourselves, so therefore it is something that should. Now we're going to need those. Let's not block the seeds off. Yeah, let's go in that first one, because we aren't going to need a harvester for a while. Yeah, there's something wrong with it. I'm going to have to check my settings, because this juddering it wasn't on to begin with. Something's not right, so I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going to stop recording for a minute. I'm going to investigate, and I shall be right back. Really strange. It's caused when I move. Right, I'm going to stop it again. It's still not right. I'll see you shortly. Right, So let's try that. So we need the lorry, don't we? That's all we need. I think we've... Oh, have we got the... No, we should have. Even the shop should have its... it's still a bit juddery. We'll just have to see how this does in editing. Yeah, because hopefully it shan't be a problem once I've got the desktop actually up and running. So we're going to run this over, get these last few little bits and bobs. That's the only change I made. It really is just the object storage, which I've really wanted to try for a long time because I'm such a messy. Ooh. Did have fertiliser though? Nah, not quite. Didn't quite get that right. Let's try that again. Yeah, if you can bear with me for this one episode, hopefully it's not going to be too bad, the juddering, but definitely is juddering. Right, let's get this, the last of the cleanup from the map change all sorted, and then we need to get to going. That's why it's down at 0.5, because this is not, yeah, this is leftover work from the map changeover, from coming to the proper map. Yeah, the thing that one of the telltale signs for me was this field on the left had a band of wheat or something all the way around it, and I was thinking, JMGaming never did that. That's, yeah, I thought this is a leftover from when I bought the mask from my original fields on the test map, and I could see that there was a difference, and I thought, and then obviously we got problems, and I thought it still may be that some of what was happening wasn't down to that as well, but some of it definitely was. But there were a few things, as I said, as we go through, like water points and the ramp that I put here just on the right hand side, that obviously these are things that I have already paid for, that I will reimburse myself for when necessary. But there's not much. There are, so I think, about three or four overtarners at 3 different spots, and then there's that ramp, and that was, I think that's it. But it's funny how obviously it's only when you are somewhere that you think, oh no, I had that as well, and this, and you know, it is quite surprising. I think I've got it. Yeah, we are fantastic. We've got the Farrison in the shop, because that, of course, we did buy that. Technically it appears as ours, but it really is the shop's, in so much as, yeah, it is for the shop's use. So although it's on my roll, apparently it's not, if you know what I mean. It's, yeah, I'm trying to play it fairly. Roll bowing as well, of course. Let's get this little lot, including the bowing. Yeah, that can be lifted on. That isn't that heavy, not for a telehandler. Yeah, there's a bit of juddering. Yeah, well, hopefully that will be sorted. I love the electrics because obviously they start instantly. That really is good. Yeah, the only reason I wouldn't like the Farrison is travelling around the map with it. It's okay for in a yard, but it's certainly not. Right, so then, yeah, there's plenty of room. Now then, I think the straps go down to this back. That is it. Now then, drop it. Oh. This is the only thing I don't like about this, but this is definitely a step in the right direction, because the big bag handler, you can't pick things up, but ooh. Yeah. Right. Come on, let's get those other 2. Yeah, I didn't... Oh no, I did. I do need some... No, I don't. I've got the pallet, and I should have bought a pallet again. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, I would have bought some fertiliser. I'd forgotten about the 5-ton pallets, and the fact that had come across with me. It was only when I just saw, just as I was talking to yourselves, that I realised, you have got some fertiliser. You bought it, and it did. I didn't think it had come across. And it was only when I looked that I thought, it has come across. Brilliant. Now this probably will not be as nice. Yeah, it's very hard. You can get them, the big bag handler, to pop sometimes with them, this particular one, but other times it just will not pop. So let's stick this one, being as it is strapped, we can actually put this one very neat. Yeah, and that's what I thought with the object storage. That was the entire reason for me doing object storage. I wanted to bring in a bit of tightness, because I do prefer using the bags. There are a lot of advantages to doing it, because you can drop them off at the side of fields, and especially the 8-ton limes from the multi-crop greenhouse, I think. Yeah, that is a fantastic find. Now we've got the fertiliser, the 5-ton pallet fertiliser. Now I will be using that more, definitely, because that is so reasonable. I don't think anything can touch that on price, as well as convenience. Yeah, and also for feeding chickens and all those type of things. Fantastic. Right, let's get this one last thing. Now this, I'm not sure how to get this. I don't think I've ever lifted this like this that I can recall, even though I've had the Batwing a lot in the past. Yeah, this is the first time I've had it in a lot of Let's Plays. I think, did I have it? Yeah, Western Wilds was the last Let's Play where I had, oh, did I have it? I think I did. I'm sure I had it on the Western Wilds. Yeah, have it as sort of, oh, I don't like that. I really don't, but yeah, in the circumstances I will allow it. But if we're going to have to be careful, I do think we're fortunate in so much as there's no traffic this side of the map, which is a bit naughty because I know that, but the thing is I'm not going to run into traffic, thankfully. Alright, let's get that all strapped down. I've still got to be careful because I'm not sure about if I'm going to get out this gate post behind us. Right, smashing. Right, I'm not going to take you with me. I shall meet you back at the farm. Right, I set up a little play because I've never used the object storage, so I wanted to switch the zone markers on and see how it worked. I've done that with 2 bags of lime. I'm hoping it does change the limes and it uses the animation for the original lime bags rather than these ones, the actual little pallets. So I'm hoping that we get back 8-ton bags, or this will be, I would imagine it's that type of thing has been worked out, because let's face it, there's lots of, oh wow, I put a cover on that, didn't I remember, yeah. They've ever had a cover on that one. So it is quite good. I like this. You literally just drop it just behind. I think it reappears if you want it. I know there's got to be a place where you grab it, hasn't there? Yeah, if you just literally go straight behind, it takes them and it'll appear them on top there, which is fantastic. Yeah, I do. I like that. It works. I don't know how you get it back though. Yeah, no, that is definitely, I'm not sure. We shall have to investigate together. It will be a learning curve, yeah. And there are also just shells, which I could have done that, really. Now we'll leave that there because we are going to need to top up the Australia. Now I presume, because there is something I learned out of this little thing, and that is that if you've got a trailer, it comes with the content. Now I'd imagine it would be the same with the Estrella, that will have whatever it had in it. So yeah, that's, I'm going to have to push these because the chance of me finding this is like 1 in a million. Yeah, unfortunately, which means I've got to go for plan B, which is the push method. Yeah, which is a little less graceful. Yeah, now I'm hoping that I can get the HX20, the Batwing, off a little bit nicer than that. Yeah, this, you see, this is the Achilles heel of this particular type of thing. People think this is the answer to, you know, like, it is good, the big bag handler, but it has got its drawbacks. This is where a pallet fork really would shine, where you can grab, well, actually, yeah, I'm not sure it would with big bags, but with most things it would. That's what I'm trying to say. So it has got a downside, even though I think its advantages far outweigh its disadvantages. Now then, this is something quite hard to push actually. It's got a very low, yeah, it has, that is true, right. I think, yeah, no, I should be able to get that. Let's go try. In fact, I should be able to deploy the tractor. It seems highly appropriate that we do so with our John Deere, which led the charge last and did almost all of the work because it was the most powerful tractor. I thought it was rather appropriate because it could manage the good plough plus the thing on the front. Not many tractors can pull that one off with the tree be gone. Yeah, it does take quite a bit of horsepower for that. Right, that should. Now, does this need repairing? Oh, it does as well. No, so it's actually, no, that's the tractor that needs repairing, not the HX20. We did that at the shop. Yeah, I also repaired, no, it was this, yeah, I repaired this at the shop. Literally, it cost 64, it was 54 for this, I think, and 10 for the something else, so it was, may have been the trailer, but yeah. I remember, we've got to undo mulch configuration. The amount of times on the HX20 when I used it on the old string farm as a mulcher, I destroyed one contract one time because I'd got it on mulch configuration. I set it going thinking I'd got it right and came back to a mulched field as a contract. I was not happy. It wasn't nice at all. Right, now I think, is that everything? We've got that off. Yeah, no, we need to retrieve our bags and stick them in storage. And some other time we shall figure out how we retrieve it from the storage. Yeah, I'm glad we've done this. If it works anywhere near as well as I'm hoping it does, then going forwards I'd like to incorporate this. But there are others as well, and as I keep saying, oh, you see, yeah, I've actually found it for once. So, 1 in a million. Do we? No, we're not. I'm going to put this with the object storage. That's the entire reason for it. I'm just hoping it does give us our bags back, because even these are a bit special. You get 500 litres free. So, yes, I'm hoping it does. I'm sure it will do, but yeah. Until it's always funny with new mods. It's that learning curve of not knowing how they actually work. Yeah, until you do, and then they become comfortable old friends. Soon we'll be able to put the time on now. So we should be back to the normal place. Oh, wow. Amazing. Oh, yeah, that's why you're not used to that kind of profile, because it's way out. Right, last one then. And then we should grab the Estrella. And to pull that across off camera. Oh, no, don't do that. You'll put it in there. But although that's good, I don't want it. I want the bags. That's why I like the idea of this. Once I figure out how to retrieve them, of course. Right, so then stick you. Yeah, I'm loving the fact that we bought that as well. And we've still got 260,000. That is quite amazing. It really is. I ought to start using those fillable pallets a little bit more, because they're an asset. You can leave them on the side of the field. We could, especially for when we're doing the liming job. Although I am right, I think that's the mod that I've not been using would be a very great asset for keeping the little tiny. Is it the Metal Tech? Or no, it is the Strumrick, isn't it, that we've got? Sturmic, I think. So, do you know, I'm a terror for getting these. Once you get a name stuck in your head wrongly, then I'll stick in your head for a long time. Ooh, and I do see. Now then, we need to get rid of this, but we need to give the money back, because this was a temporary thing. Yeah. But we're owed, quite a few taps, so we'll take that as that, and if it's wrong, I'll give the extra back. So fact, yeah, let's do that now then. I don't want any shenanigans. Let's go high. And let's get all of those as a tap over by the gardens over here. I think it's, yeah, it is. It's where our tractor is. There should be one there. And we'll stick it in the middle of the three. Seems highly appropriate to me. Because then it's, yeah, well, it is in the middle. Simple as. Yeah, I do agree, actually, that they're nothing to do with me. There's that no, yeah, the fact that we've got those. I think it's under containers. Yeah, no, I think these are they 700? 500. Let's stick V mode on. Fantastic. Now there was also, while we are this way on, no, let's go up. There's one here at our, and there was a ramp. So this is number 2. This will be 1,000. So we've only got 1,500. The ramp was quite a bit. Yeah, now I need to go down. And we will put this right. Let's twizzle it around there. 2. Did we have? No, I've placed the one at that place. That's 1,000. Now we need to be doing. Yeah, at least you're with me on this one, actually. Is it decoration? I think it is. Others. No, it's not. I think it's in miscellaneous. No, it's not. It's this one. No, but not that one, if you know what I mean. I don't think it is in decoration. I think this one's actually a normal thing that's in. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm going to have to map jump. Being as this is not quite a normal session yet. Yeah, we're going to partake of the jumping the map type thing at the minute. But we shall soon not. Yeah, this is until normal business is resumed. I'm sure this is in. Oh, no. This, I think it's in miscellaneous. I'm sure it is. I don't know. It just doesn't sound right, that doesn't. Yes, I've got the grain containers in as well. No, it is in build mode. I thought it was. I think it'll be under tools. It makes sense to me. Yes, it is. And it was the long one. Yeah, this one. That is 1,500. So actually, we will be completely up to scratch with this. Once I've done this. Now I need V mode on, I think. Yeah, now I'm going to try to place this slightly better. I had it half in that last time like that. Yeah, and it's also, see if I can get it so it sticks through the fence very slightly. I know it's a little bit of poetic license this time, but yeah. Try to do that. So, I mean, this almost is perfect. I've never had this be almost, because you can see the top of the fence. Now I've got to be careful, because that has got collisions. If it's too much sticking out, it won't let me past. So I needs to have most of it. I think we might get away with that. Right, now then, the last time I did try, but it wouldn't let me do anything here. Yeah, which is a little bit messy. Oh, trees are doing some horrible things. Let's try. But I don't think it's going to let me. Now, obviously, I've got to mod that mod, and I have to have this on. Because of where you touch roads, the mod that... Yeah, I don't... no, I think we're going to have to level. It doesn't like touching the shop, yeah, like this area, it goes just to that boundary. Yeah, that's it. It's taking my money, but it's not doing anything. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think it's going to do any more. I had this last time. Yeah, it is what it is. I think we can get away with it. I think it will allow me to do that, really, which is going to be a bit uncomfortable, but yeah, that's back. So we've got our 2 taps over this side. Obviously, the other thing is we're going to have to, I will off the scenes get the water for the gods, because that was about 30 odd tons of water in those. I did spend some time doing that originally. So yeah, there is that to do. I think we're about back to normal. I think we are where we should be. One session in this coming winter, though, I'm going to do this that I really wanted to do, which is to shift these trees and move this, because I want to make use of this ground. Yeah, the other thing is as well, I don't know, alter the character too much. There's quite a lot of room here, but I'd have to move the fence here, I think, to actually get to it, and perhaps this one tree to make it accessible, and also perhaps level a touch. But yeah, I'm not sure, because then you're going to have that ground there higher than this. It's going to be awkward unless we go to the halfway up the... No, it's messy. Yeah, we'll leave it, definitely. Right, I'm going to grab the Estrella off camera now, quickly. We're going to stick this back at 1, because it's now work time. Yeah, we're going to put the seeds in and get... that's also the other thing is, yeah, cutting, although mowing, is that so important? It's in March. It's very rarely on a normal year you'd cut in March, because it still would be growing from last year. We're lucky because this is we're starting this year like we are now. So I'm obviously not going to whisk the Estrella in. Right, I shall see you in a minute when I've got the Estrella ready. See you shortly. Now, I was going to do this off camera, and I thought, no, the Estrella has just had an update, so I'm hoping that we can actually show this being filled properly, because we've always struggled with this, if you remember. I had to find the sweet spots to actually add this. So I'm thinking, I did look on the changelog for this mod, and it was about the loading position, so I'm hoping that now this has been addressed, even though we had found out through a lot of time of painstakingly finding it, of me actually working out exactly where it was. Now, do you need to open it? Well, I don't know what. Yeah, this may now then, I might be able to just pull alongside the fertilizer and it actually just fills. It might be, yeah, we shall see. Yeah, apologies for the juddering. It is definitely juddering quite badly, but I'd say I am hoping to have my desktop sorted. I just need to find a couple of leads for the additional power. Hooray, smashing. Now that we never used to be able to do. That is fantastic. Wow, I've nearly decimated that straight away. Now that, oh no, we need that opening still. And we do need the big bag handler and the telehandler again. Let's grab that one that's next to the silo, because I want to stay tidy. And there are also 2 bags at the back that are tidy, but now, so it's sideways. You have to be at the side if you're going to make this pop. Yeah, like that, but it doesn't always work. That is true for this. We've had it pop twice on the trot, but oh, so it really is. It's actually looking like that is almost exactly where the 2 things are. So I'm going to try. Oh wow! Now we know before with the Estrella you couldn't dangle this over the Estrella and it actually take the seeds, which of course it should have done. So let's see if that's been fixed, or whether we still need to do what we did before, which is to dangle it and then go in the tractor and say refill seeder. Yeah, because this was the bit that didn't work. Yeah, you couldn't do this. Would not have any of it. no matter where you stuck it. It would have it where I could now go in the tractor and say refill seeder, but it... Ooh, fantastic, it does. Excellent. Oh, well, almost excellent. Ah, okay. It's... Ah, it could be that you filled it. It could be that. I would say you probably filled it. Let's have a look. That is exactly what has happened. Right. Brilliant. So, Estrella is finished. Now, have we not got a front box, have we? I'd like to do that, truthfully. No, yeah, we're going to need this on the edge of the field. I'm quite sure we'll be able to fill it up. So we're going to leave this out for now. But yeah, not that it's going to go very far, but smash it. Let's put that in. And we should stick this. Yeah, I'm trying to get into good habits because I'm a terror, as you all know, for being messy. Let's stick this back in the white lines, the parking space. It seems highly appropriate this when this is not on the field, so we keep it tidy. Right, okay then, so we need to be setting some courses. Yeah, now I did also delete all of my Courseplay courses. Oh, yeah, I need to be in a tractor like this to show the Courseplay courses. Yeah, I've left the fields. Oh, okay, so there's one I've missed. Oh, yeah, that's because it was a contract, and that's won't have changed, I wouldn't have thought. But I've emptied all these others. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some courses for all of these with the Estrella, but I'm going to do that off camera. Yeah, I am going to do that off camera in a minute. We don't want... it's a point, yeah. Canola's one of those we do want, we can't, because... Yeah, and I'm willing. I mean, the thing is, I've also got crop rotation. So crop rotation is going to be whatever was in there last. We're going to need to go the opposite end, or we're going to take a hit straight away, just based upon that. So let's have a quick look before we do anything. I'm trying to incorporate that as much as possible, so it's as close to the original seasons as possible. Now we've got the data. We did buy that because we'd scanned it. Yeah. Right then, so... Ooh, did I hit something then? I did. I've hit that nice little bush, the one that I spared. Because I said it looked unique. No, it's not that one, it was another one. But yeah, it is one of those. Right, fantastic. It is beautiful. Now this I'm not sure how we're going to do, because I'm not sure I went enough. I did look in heads and I thought, I don't think you... Yeah, I didn't want to change the character too much, but I do think there's bits like this that are going to need adjusting a little bit more than I have done. But yeah, for now we're going to try as is. So previous harvest was sunflowers. Oh, that is typical. And soybeans and sunflowers, they're both oil-based. So really, I should be planting canola. Now, do I knock seasons off for once and do canola like we said? Because canola is a unique crop, a legume. So, do you know, I think we're going to do that. We did mention this. I hate having to do it, but I think it's the only way we've got of doing this. Right, so no, it is in... It's in settings, the very first setting. That one? No. Right. Now we should be able to plant this very crop here. Yes, I'm going to plant. Let's have a quick look at all of our fields. Yeah, because we're going to have to be guided by this, and we've not got seasonal growth on, so we can actually. This had sugarcane. Oh well, that again is a unique crop. I wish that was still it. No, it's a big field. I'm too big for that. So we can't do sunflowers either. Sugarcane. Oh, I would like to do sunflowers because we're oil, mainly oil. Oh well, we're going to go for a straw. Wheat or barley, I think. Oh, do we do sugar beet? No, we were doing sugar beet, weren't we? What? It's done sunflowers all the time. Oh. Oats. So we're going to do... Oh, oats is also cereal, so we can't do that. Again, we're going to have to do canola. Have to. So if we're going to have to do canola in that field, let's change... I think we'll do sugar beet in... This is a big field. Soybean, sunflowers. Actually, we'll do a cereal in this one. Yeah, that makes sense. That fits the a perfect crop calendar. Right, now I'm going to stop recording for a little while I make the courses, because there's going to be a few. I may as well do all of the courses in one hit. So I'm going to see you in 5 minutes. Right, I've done all of those courses, and I've told it to go on this one. So this one is going to be, yeah, we're doing wheat. Now I'm going to stick with this, and I'm going to go into a time lapse because we're going to hit all of the fields in one go. Yeah, let's let the first headland, especially, we might dart off and get some seeds. Now I've just looked at the object storage, and I should show, it looks quite nice now. Then moment of truth. Let's, yeah, immediately missing bits, huge bits. I was totally right. Not just harvesters aren't going to manage this, but also seeders, and this was my worry. Yeah. Because if a seeder, a planter or a seeder can't do it with, then a harvester's got no chance. This is the worst bit that I'm thinking is going to be really terrible. It's going to be a massive patch at the bottom that does not take, unless I'm totally wrong, which I might be. I'm hoping that I'm wrong. That's why I'm leaving this. Although it's the harvester that really will. Ooh. Yeah. God, Betty, look at that. Yeah, no, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong. Not as bad as you thought, but you weren't wrong. Yeah, we're still going to need to do some work on this. We're going to hit that end of the bridge. Yeah, we need to put some water in the thing for making soap as well, but that's not important now. Ooh. Yeah, good job this is as strong as it is. So this is really... Wow, yeah, it's missing bits, isn't it? Ooh, this is the worst bit of the entire farm. That's the one thing I am going to say. Right, anyway, so it's going to time lapse this. It's going to be painful at times, or we may have to fix some things on the fly. The only thing you can do once you've seen it is smooth. You can't level, it'll decimate and also cause, yeah, like grassy type stuff to come on, and then you've got to like plough it. So yeah, smoothing's all we can do, although to be honest, it's all we need to do really. Right, anyway, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. think that is us done. Yeah, I'm going to call it at the end of this session. I don't want it to be monstrous because it is quite a long one with all the bitting and bobbing we've done. Next session we'll be cutting the grass. Also, yeah, it's a fantastic mod, Mac Trucker. Now, he has produced so many mods, is unbelievable. Yeah, there's only 2 or 3 patches. We'll rectify that after the harvest. Yeah, we'll treat it. It is what it is, and the patches, although it probably is best to do this, yeah, because we're not going to see it. I think what we're going to need to do is smooth it now. The other thing is, obviously I didn't say while I was doing it, but I put the seeds in with the quick method. Obviously we had seeds in there, so the 10 grand, I'm going to call it 10 grand, it was slightly more. I'm going to give myself back because we already had the seeds in there. 10,000, not 100,000. Yeah, smashing. So now we're back to where we should be, and we've got the seeds. I've set the distributor going. We've got some water in. We need to put some more water in, but we pretty much have done. We've done all of our seeding. We've got liming to do next session, and also the yeah. Let's just see if we can grab those seeds. I'm not sure if we're going to fill it, but we might if we're lucky. Yeah, I mean, it's nice that this is filling where it should be now. It really is. I mean, don't get me wrong, once you did discover its secret, it wasn't too bad, but yeah, let's go past it. Yeah, so what I'm going to do off camera now is I'm going to smooth these few areas. I'm not going to replant them though, it's tough. It just shows me where I need to smooth slightly, because that's because the road's slightly above looking at that. Right. Yeah, it's not going to take it all, is it? No. Right, fantastic. Yeah, I should get all this lot back off camera. Oh no, that's true. There was one thing I was going to sort of show you before. I'm going to do this. I am off camera ports. There's one thing I would like to buy. That's if I've ticked the box, and that is a fantastic, again by Mac Trucker. That's why I brought it up. But then I started to tell you all the things. I'm not sure if it's going to be under rollers. Now, is the Dalba, it is based upon this, or at least I think it is, it's 12.5. I haven't ticked it. No, I haven't. Yeah, I'm gonna do it though, I really am. And is this one, but it's modded, I think, but I'm gonna pop out, and it is exactly the same money, so next session we will have one of those, but it will not be that one. Right, well, I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope that you stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now. Right, I'm going to add this to the last session, because this is a mod I'd like to feature. Now, I don't normally go for rollers this early on. Well, yeah, sorry, it's not that early on really. We've done this Let's Play now for a while, on and off, the test map and now the proper map. But yeah, this is the start of a new year for us, as in like, yeah, because of the map change. So this dropped yesterday, so it may not be perfect, things rarely are, but it is by Mac Trucker, as I mentioned earlier, and that's somewhere in the middle. Is there anything there we go, open the shop menu. Right, it is under rollers. It is the Dalbo adjusted, basically. Yeah, it is now the same way you have the Power Roll 1230 HD multi-roller mod. It is the same one. Yeah, it is. But it isn't just a field roller. It is now a grass roller or a mulching roller, so you can have it in roller configuration, grass roller, although I personally have never ever rolled a grass field, and a mulcher. So I think for that, I've got to be honest, it's definitely well worth investing in this. I wouldn't normally go for this this early on, but we've got a little bit of money, and I think this will be very versatile. It's 12.5 meters, 12.3 meters, sorry, and also has the ability to be changed to a mulcher as well. Although, yeah, do we really worry about that? Do we show this? No. Do you know something? I'm definitely right. We've already got mulchers too, so if this was a normal Let's Play, I've got to be honest, this is going to feature in my Let's Plays without a shadow of a doubt. But for this particular Let's Play, it doesn't fit. But I just wanted to show you, because this is what I wanted to go with. But yeah, it is true, actually. I'm being silly. Why would I go for another mulcher when we've already got that one? But we haven't got a roller. And there are quite a few that I've actually got put in. Now, this one is, yeah, really... Now, there's a front roller as well that I've got in. I'm thinking of having that one and a 6 metre. So we've got two, but we're gonna have one. We're gonna have a team of two, and I was just thinking it was a good way of actually carrying this, because we can stick it on the front of the tractor to take it home, and we've got a 6 metre, and then going forwards we're going to use both in a team of 2 6 metres. But yeah, let's do it. So buy yes, and buy, yeah, it's going to cost me a little more. I do prefer the Cambridge, if I'm honest. It sort of goes well. I'm not sure I like the colour. And let's make it match the other red one as well. Hydrox colour and roller colour. Let's go for, yeah, as if they're sort of a bit rusty. Right, a buy. Yeah, but that one I will be featuring on other Let's Play. So we've got one the same, but we've got two, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we're going to stick this one on the front and fold it, and stick the other one on the back. But we are going to run a set of two on all of our fields. So it will be a 12 metre equivalent to roller. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that. But I did want to feature some of these rollers that I have sort of looked at and found, because yeah, it's one of those things I normally miss because they're too expensive, or I've got a faff around. But for that kind of price, I mean, we're not going to worry so much anyway at the minute, because this is, we've got that little bit of a nest egg, although it won't take long to spend it. So I'm hoping, we'd already got quite a lot of equipment. I thought this, we'd not got it yet. We've got the mulchers now, we've got those two mowers that are mower stroke mulchers, so we're going to use those as mulchers, which of course I did do, and then had to rip the fields up because I realised it was all wrong. But yeah, I wanted to turn this on now because there wasn't much chatting at the end of the last session. So we've done all of our seeding stroke planting, because although that was a planter, obviously some of what we did was seeding. We've done that. We shall be doing this, the liming, and yeah, also placing of a couple of mods. I'm going to go for, I did mention this last time, the all-in-one by the Lords. Yeah, definitely that's... No, we're sticking away from animals, I am, because this map has got so much on it, but I am going to be using the Lord for doing anything like, now we've got sunflowers, now the oil is going to go to that, our production. We're obviously going to be very oil-rich in this particular Let's Play. I can't remember if that one does also allow... Yeah, we've planted a canola field, we've planted a soybean harvest. I could not think of its name. Yeah, soybean harvest as well. Now that isn't that, one second, let's just pull off the this for 1 minute and let's have a quick look at our productions. I'm sure it was soy, but I might be imagining it. Sunflower, canola and olive. Yeah, it's not at all. Yeah, there is something I can do though on the Lords. So yeah, are they all... Yeah, we need water in those. That I'm going to do off camera. Now the grapes, seeds and manure needs activating, and activating, and activating, activating, and activating. Yeah, I want to do this on camera, and everything else is already done. Yeah, canola we need to... Did I bring that? No, we didn't. That's it. We sold almost everything else, didn't we? That was the one thing we did sort of say. So Yeah, sunflowers, canola, olives. Oh, we need to get some more sodium hydroxide as well. Yeah, so we're buying the lorts. I'm not sure where to place it. Now we have, of course, got that little slab of where all of the waste product was. But if we're going to put production down there, we need to make a bit of a better road. Now there is that way that has got, but if we were going to do that, I think what we're doing, we'll do it. Yeah, that would have to do that after the harvest, wouldn't we? Because we can't incorporate a road leading to that at the present. Is there room in our yard? I'm not sure. Or we could buy a field and incorporate. Yeah, I've left that there because I wanted to wash it next session, so that's why that's there. So I should tuck us at the back here. Yeah, let's have a quick look. So I'd always like to have a balanced session where it's not just all work, but there's a bit of fun, a bit of a mod review, or a bit of looking at mods. Not necessarily a review per se, but yeah, sort of looking at new mods and things like that. Right, so then fields, let's have a look. Let's have a look at... Yeah, there's that patch in that little one that... I always forget you can't see my mouse. Yeah. In between 2 and 1, that little triangle, but it isn't. Yeah, there's the boulevard of trees that you could get to it, but I think we'd need to extend that a little bit. I didn't thin that. If we were going to do that properly, we may have to take the trees out and make that into a road. Now we can get to that, but I think we're going to have to. That way we could keep it the same size as it is, but we just have to get rid of the trees just on that one stretch just leading down there, so as we can get to that patch of land, and then we could stick the lorts on there. Or there is that oh, I didn't realise it was that as well. No, I thought it was just that little patch of white, the damaged earth. No, I think 66 is an olive or grape. Olives. So it's going to be expensive because it's not what it looks like. Yeah, exactly. Now we do know field 6 is quite reasonable. We've seen it before, and it's fully loam. Do we buy another field, or are we okay with what we've got? I didn't want this to become a monster. I want this to be more about productions and other things, really. But we do need, I don't know, grass. If we're going to do, we did say the BGA as well. If we're going to do feature the BGA, where does that go? We're going to need some place for that. Now then, there is a bit of room here, but I don't think big enough for the BGA. We've got to leave us room for here. We've got parking spaces over there. Let's have a quick look and see what we've got to play with. Where the... Yeah, I was talking about that patch behind that, wasn't I? Could I remove something? No, it's not big enough for anything like that. I think I'm right as well. This patch here, there is a bit of room there. If we're not going to use that bit there, then it doesn't matter if we block that off. Let's have a look. The lorts is not too large. And do we also use... I'll make sense in a minute. I'm thinking. Always love these brainstorming when I'm talking to you, because it's when my brain starts to... Right. Yeah, it isn't very massive. The spawn area, if we ever need the spawn area, really needs to be... You could, if we do this... Yeah, sort of do that, because that's the tip area. I'm just thinking we can waste... Let's use V mode. Yeah. If we did that, it's a little bit cheeky, but we're getting... the end is going in that bit you're never going to use. Yes, you've got a back to do that, and it's not going to get in the way an awful lot. And then the spawn area, now obviously with doing it in the V mode, it means I'm going to have to, you're going to be able to see under it a little bit, but it's the only way I'm going to be able to place that there. But we're not really, we're only near to the fence. That's what it's moaning about. There's nothing really bad about it. It's just, yeah. But we do need the spawn area on that side to be, and I might need to muck around with the ground level a little bit. So I'm going to stick that down, because that is going to go without interfering with things too badly. So that's one. Now let's do the landscaping straight away, because it is going to be messy. We need to lift under this end. I can see it straight away. I knew. think that's good. Now I need to soften this, because this is going to be well too high. This is, of course, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be perfect, I realise that, but it's not letting me do it because of the tree. Okay, right, second thing, I think that's reasonable. We'll switch that on another session, but I wanted to do this while we've got the money. Right, I think we can get the BJ in there, if I'm honest. Again, we've got a grass field. That's the only reason I'm doing this, because it fits that model, truthfully. If we're going to do the grass, we're going to do silage, and we haven't got animals, so it would make sense that the only way you could do this is either sell silage for someone else, or... Now this is the other thing that we're going to do. This little butte, yeah, that used to be much bigger. It did. Now then, I have placed this not long back, so I think this side near the object storage. But is there enough room for us to come in that back entrance and do that? Or do we leave this? No. Oh, but then that fence, we're talking about taking the fence down. So why not use this bit of land that is ours? No, that's, yeah. It's not too much levelling. That's, yeah, it's on the, that is our patch of land, or it's on the verge, yeah. Let's have a look, landscaping. No, I think that's alright, actually. I can't see too much damage. It is that patch of trees, is that patch that I showed you before, and maybe on the edge of our land. That's the only bad thing about having that mod, that allows you to put things places where it shouldn't. And last one is the BGA, which there's only that place that's going to go. If it's going to go, it's going to be tight. It is. And then we've got everything that I think we need for now. Yeah, I'm hoping. I don't want to go into the fertilizer business in this one, because we've done that. I mean, I'm going to do it again, but I don't want to do it. I've done it on lots now, and it's like any new mod that you get, you tend to like think, oh yeah, let's pull that again, that's a fantastic idea. Yeah, but then it gets a little bit boring for everybody every single time. All you do is, I mean, silage is going to appear on almost all Let's Plays, truthfully, in one form or another. So the BGA, that does often make sense, and that is fantastic, the Field Products Factory mod, that is amazing, it really is. But yeah, I think it's time for an old friend. Right, ooh, I think we will. Let's pull back a little. Oh, I'm not sure. It's the dome. It's the dome that's going to be in the way, isn't it? It is. That would totally block, unless you do that. It's going to make it. I don't know. I don't like the idea of blocking. So I mean, I know there are on Let's Plays there are ones where they actually. But look, it's too tight. It just. I suppose it's only a walkway. I suppose that is true. Let's see if angled how we could do that. That's about as good as you're going to get it there. No. It's, I know I want it to work, but it's not going to, is it? Let's be honest. Where the trailer is, though, is that's yeah, we could go there. We'll leave that for another session. I think that's a winner. I think we could go up there. We need a bit of leveling there. The ground's a bit. It's going to be. That's the thing I'm worried about. I'm not sure. I think we might leave that somewhere else. Yeah, I think we'll get away with that, and I think we'll definitely get away with that. So those we are going to incorporate. But I think with our other two productions as well, just with the BGA, now, it is true, we could buy Field 7, which is right next door to us there. Mind you, 6 was good, as we said. I don't really want to be, it's loam. I don't want to be wasting a loam field with something like, yeah, there's water in the way, isn't there? But if we're buying field 7 and it is grass, thing is, if we're already up the other end, let's have a look up that end, truthfully, because if we are up that end, if field 3 is our grass field, is there anything up this end that we can actually use that's closer to this? Or is there a bit of, yeah, I mean, can we take a little bit of this? I doubt it. I doubt anything's going to be big enough for the BGA. It really is a bit of a whopper. What about field 15 though, with this bit of, because these trees come with that, there's a lot of ground in between those. If we're going to buy field 15 and have this as grass and put the BGA in the middle somewhere, we get the scorched earth as well, which is fairly flat. I think this is a goer. I think we ought to buy this, and we'll make 15 and 3 our 2 little grass fields, and we'll have the BGA right next door to it here, and any other production we want. I think that's probably a plan. Let's make good use of this additional money that we've got. That was quite reasonable. Let's not second guess it. Let's just do it. Right, so we will be planting a grass field on this field 2 then, going forwards, and well, I think we'll leave this alone as much as we possibly can though now. If we're going to have the BGA in this, do it? No, we're right down to what I call danger money now. We had a nice little nest egg, and now we've literally, yeah, we need to be taking our olives across. Next session it's about fixing again, getting everything in place. The sunflowers, I know it wasn't a lot, but take the sunflowers over to the oil thing and any other thing, and it's yeah, time to mow our field and plant our other one, yeah, so that one too will be ready as well. So yeah, that's where we're going to leave it. Yeah, I'm going to say it for a second time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.